Hello, Zion Lutheran Church. This is Pastor John Stratius coming to you live from the church here. And I wanted to begin with a little scripture reading and then take you on a little bit of a tour of our facility as we prepare for Sunday morning in-person worship this Sunday, June 14th. So I'm going to begin with a scripture reading of our psalm for the week. This is Psalm 100. We are God's people and the sheep of God's pasture. The psalmist says, "Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all you lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come into God's presence with a song. Know that the Lord is God, our Maker, in whom we belong. We are God's people and the sheep of God's pasture. Enter the gates of the Lord with thanksgiving and the courts with praise. Give thanks and bless God's holy name. Good indeed is the Lord, whose steadfast love is everlasting." The psalmist prepares us for worship, and we are preparing here for worship coming up. As we've been long time kind of sequestered and no in-person worship for these last months, we're excited to tell you that this Sunday at 10 a.m. will be our first in-person worship at Zion. Most of the members have all received our guidelines for gathering, including wearing a mask and keeping social distancing as we come in. I want you to see how the church looks now and prepare you as you come in to worship this Sunday. Things are a little different. We're asking you to do some different things as well as we gather together. But the important thing is we get to see each other. We get to come together and pray and worship God. We've been doing that all along by ourselves, but now is the time coming for gathering again in our sanctuary, in our worship space. So let's take a little trip here. Let me put my mask on and switch the camera around a little. It's kind of hard to hold the phone and put a mask on. All right, so you see me, I've got my mask on. And as we come into the church doors, we're going to have our doors propped open so you all can get in. And here's our first greeter. Pastor Natasha is here to greet us. We will provide masks for you in little Ziploc bags. We've had many of them donated. We'll both have children's sizes as well as adults. And then when you leave the church, there'll be a basket here, this basket that you can place them back in, and we'll launder them and make them ready. Of course, we do encourage you to bring your own mask if you're able to do that, as Pastor Natasha has done here. So let's take a walk. We've removed all the bistro tables to provide adequate space for walking in and walking out, keeping our social distances of 6 feet to everybody. We do know that some of the rooms of the church will be closed. Our fellowship hall will be closed. Right now it's housing all the extra chairs in from our sanctuary. And we've closed off some areas just so that people don't get too close to each other.
And if you're worried about getting too close to each other, we have hula hoops.
Yes.
6 feet.
6 feet. I like how you coordinated that with your outfit there. She's got a coordinated hula hoop. If people have trouble being social distancing, we will hand out hula hoops for you. Our bathrooms the doors will be propped open, so you can use them going in and out. We will have some screens in the doorways here, just so that it gives a little more privacy, but they are available. Drinking fountains will be not available since that's, again, some close contact that we don't want to see happening. Being safe, taking care of one another. Remember that we're doing all this so that those of us most vulnerable will be protected. We will watch out for our neighbor. Here in the office, we do have our office staff is here, yes, wearing masks, looking great. We did reorganize things a little bit in here so that there's more distance between our staff and from those who come in to have their needs met. So Karen and Melody are working hard here. The other offices are pretty much the same. We just try to stay apart as best we can. Here is where you might notice a little difference. There's going to be one entrance here, the first door coming into our sanctuary. And then you'll notice that we have removed many of the chairs in the sanctuary, spreading them out at least 6 feet apart. Now, if you come with a family of more than 2, obviously we can move some chairs together since we have these wonderful portable, movable chairs. So that families can sit together, but we do encourage all families and individuals to stay 6 feet apart in our sanctuary. As we gather this Sunday, we will spread out, and we will sit, and we will pray together. We will join in the reading of the scriptures and have some responsory pieces of confession on the screen, as we usually do. We have this building all set and ready for us, so that we might join together in worship once again. Anything you want to add more to that, Pastor Natasha?
I forgot to mention that if you have COPD or are on oxygen and are unable to wear a mask, please let us know when you come into the building so that we're aware of that. People wear masks to keep everyone else safe. So that's why we wear these, is to keep people safe, especially our vulnerable who do have the COPD and those kind of things. So please just let us know that you have something like that you cannot wear a mask, and we will make sure you stay safe. We will also ask you to not congregate in the hallways or in the sanctuary. Come in, sit down, exit. If it is nice outside, please feel free to congregate out there and to be 6 feet apart as best as you can.
So we are preparing for your return to our building and to join us for in-person worship. We are planning to do an in-person worship this coming Sunday at 10 a.m. And then the following week, as weather permits, we're going to try to do an outdoor worship, allowing us to do some singing, allowing us to use our FM transmitter for those who would like to remain in their cars and can participate that way. We are discussing and determining the ability for us to offer Holy Communion in a way that's safe for everybody and in a way that's individual. We haven't yet received those prepackaged ones and know that those are not the most easiest to use, so we're going to perhaps experiment with some other ways of receiving the elements. So we encourage you to think about, to be able to review our guidelines for gathering as we've sent them out and are posted on our website and on Facebook. And on Sunday morning, we will be posting a 9 o'clock online worship that will be pre-recorded. And then at 10 o'clock, we will be joining here in the sanctuary for in-person worship. God bless you all today, and we hope to see you soon. Stay safe, stay healthy, and remember that God is always with us. Take care. Bye-bye.